Well, we know the fashion industry is becoming more mindful and more sustainable as well, but now there is sustainable swimwear making big waves in the sector. Cindy Mitchell is here to tell us all about it. Cindy, lovely to see you today. Now, you guys have swim parkas. Tell us a little bit about that.
Good morning, Holly. Thanks so much. Look, swim parkas have been around for a little while now, but not many people know about them. It's not something that you tend to go out and look for unless you know about them. It's quite interesting. But a swim parka, in a nutshell, it's a towel-lined coat that you can put on after swimming and just wear at home. So no more change rooms. They keep the car seats dry.
Wonderful. Now, also as well, when I was reading up about your product and your brand, I was reading about there's a major shift here as well to these swim parkas to avoid public change rooms. Tell us a little bit about that as well. We obviously know we're in a pandemic when everyone is extra conscious about their health and their settings.
That's right. And it's a real shame. I mean, in Victoria alone, nearly 6 million individual swim lessons have been cancelled since early last year. And I mean, in Australia, we all swim. Swim lessons are so important. Now, obviously that's due to COVID, but now that the pools are opening up again, people are still really nervous about using the change rooms. And in fact, they're being encouraged not to use the change rooms. It's pretty much a get in there and go. A lot of the swim schools, you know, without the change rooms being in use, teachers are having to walk the kids back out to the cars. It's a really interesting situation.
Absolutely. We know a lot of the pools that are open at the moment, as you said there, they are open to the public, but a lot of them also have their change rooms closed at this time as well, while people are still being conscious. So these swim parkas provide an alternative and an option to that. Now, you guys are the first sustainable swim parka on the market. Talk to me a little bit about how you guys are sustainable. I realise that it's from the shell that the parkas are actually made out of.
That's correct, Holly. Look, we're so excited. So from ocean cleanup and collection of all the plastic waste, that all gets melted down and recycled into pretty much like a raw material, a new raw material, which is quite fascinating. So that gets made into like a polyester yarn, which gets knitted into the fabric that you see on that outer shell of the swim parka. And it's really interesting. You wouldn't know the difference between the older polyester and this beautiful new sustainable fabric. It works the same way, it feels the same way, it's just as lush, it's just as beautiful.
Oh, it sounds remarkable, and I love that we're starting these conversations about sustainable fashion and sustainable and ethical products as well. It's really good that we're having this conversation, and you're obviously living that space as well. Thank you so much for coming on.
Oh, thank you, Holly. Thank you so much for your time.